Hello everybody, so we're making this my abaya today. If you've been watching my tutorial, this will be very easy for you. So I'll be giving you guys two links in my description box where you can go and watch the drafting and the cutting, because the same way I cut those abayas that I'm going to put in the link on in my description box. So basically I'll be focusing on the sleeve part, you understand, because that's like the major difference here, and how I stitch the lace to it, right? So that's what we are going to be focusing on. Like I said, I'll be dropping two links for you guys in my description box, so please go and watch it, right? So it's very free and very nice. I wore this for a day too, and people loved it. So I'm dropping the tutorial now. So for the fabric, you can get a soft crepe, get any fabric, vintage fabric, abaya fabric, anyone you want to use, you can get that. Hi guys, my name is Fatima A. Yusuf, and on this platform I share sewing tutorials. If this is something like to learn, let's get to it. So I bought this my fabric, the maroon one. I bought it in 3.5 yards, right? It actually depends on where you want the addition to start from, your gown length, you understand. So I have my plain fabric here, and I have this material. I saw it somewhere that is called mercury organza. I don't know if that's the name. And I bought this lace, the rice lace. I bought 6 yards of it, and then the mercury organza I bought 1 yard. Then my plain fabric 3.5 yards. So I'm done drafting. As you can see, when you go to the link I'm going to be dropping, you see all the measurement there. But this one, the length of the sleeve, I used 13 inches for the length of the sleeve opening. So this was after cutting. So initially I didn't really want to put addition at the down part, but the fabric I bought, the guy didn't cut it out well, so the down parts were not equal. That's why I had to cut it off and add addition. If you want to make addition like mine, all you need to do is minus the amount you want to add. Let's say your full length is 60, you want to add 10 inches. So this plain fabric will now be 51 or 50.5 inches, you understand. Then here I drafted out the front, the middle part for the front piece. I'll also put a link, you see it when you go to that link. So I cut it off, right? Same measurement I used in those videos, that's one I also used here. So from the excess I cut out by the side, I just stitch them together, and I will be forming the middle collar. So basically, if you're working with addition, the down part that you'll be cutting off, you can just use it to form your middle piece, and you won't have plenty addition like mine, but mine had plenty addition, seriously. So I'm done making the middle piece. When you go to the link I'll be dropping, you see how I made it. So I use same process, like I said. I use same measurement, same body measurement, everything is the same. The only difference here is just the length. It's just I add addition to it, and then the sleeve, there are pleats. I added additional fabric, right? So I was done making the middle piece. So I'm just going to stitch it to my fabric. You make sure the middle point of this middle piece and the middle point of your back piece align. So you stitch from middle to left, middle to right. And then for the rice lace, I'm going to placing it on the right face of my back piece. Then I'm going to place my right face of my middle piece on it. I hope you understand. So you're sandwiching it. So I'll just stitch it all through from middle to left, middle to right, and this was what it was giving me. Later, I initially wanted to leave it like this, but it was popping out, so I had to stitch it again. So I stitched the lace to the middle piece at the edge, so that it's going to lap, you understand. So that's what I did. Then now the mercury organza I bought 1 yard, but when I measured it was more than 1 yard. So I cut out the length I'll be using for my pleats, my gathers for the sleeve. So I have 10 inches each, and the length is 60. So you're using the length. I know my sleeve length was 13, so 13 times 2 is 26, so 60 is okay. But I wish I was not adding addition. I would have used double of it, and it was going to be more finer. So I just went on to run my 2 gather stitch at the upper part. So I folded the 10 inches, you understand. So I had 5. So you can see this is when I'm here to open the gathers. You can see how fine it looks. You see how it was very fine. Actually wished my plain fabric it came out like with my length. I would have just used everything, the 1 yard of the mercury organza, and it was going to be very full and finer. But this one too wasn't bad. So that's the one I got already spread out the gather, and then this one I didn't spread out the gather. As you can see what it forms, it was looking more beautiful than that other one, but I don't have an option. I just had to go with this one. So I spread out the gathers in the manner that I'm going to have my sleeve length measurement on it. So I'm done doing that. Then I stitch it to the sleeve, just place it right face facing right face, and then you stitch with 0.5 inch, and when you open up it should be looking so cute like this. I just imagined me using all the 1 yards. It will have been fine. I know it was going to form some pleats, but it's still okay. So now my rice lace, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it on it, on the right face of the fabric. So the wrong face of my lace will be facing the right face of my fabric. So I'm just going to place it on it like this, right? And I just made it like this around where I joined my mercury organza. So I'll now stitch it by the down part and at the upper part also. So that's what I did for both sleeves. And when I was done, you see what it was giving. So this was it was giving. So I did for both sleeves, right? Then I had excess left for the right sleeves and I didn't want to waste it. So I used it to create another design by the side, right? So the lace I had, I measured from my middle point. I measured my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 is 4. So I measured that from the middle point. So I measured 4. So that's why I placed my lace. And so it's going to stand around my nipple side. So I stitched it a little bit from the back, then to the front. So that's what I did. That's just what I did. I stitched the two sides. So that was where I was showing you guys how I stitched the lace to the middle piece so that it's not going to be opening. Then I already stitched the remaining fabric, remaining mercury organza to the down part. So this was what was left, 10.5. I stitched it to the down part for both sides, right? Then I had to trim off the sides and then the down part. That's what I was showing you guys here. So basically it depends on how long you want your addition fabric to be. And like I said earlier, if your fabric is lengthy enough, it didn't come with a mistake like mine did, you can leave it using your plain fabric without adding the mercury organza at the down part. And again, the mercury organza is kind of not, I think it's not something you get daily in the market, because I was lucky to get this because I've been searching for this fabric since I couldn't find it. So it was by luck I got it. You can use chiffon fabric for the sleeve, because I saw someone use chiffon fabric and it was also looking nice, just that it will not be as bouncy as this, right? If you can't get the organza, you can use chiffon. You just need to gather it. So when I was done, I stitched in this direction using 0.5 inch, you know, the way we drafted out our pattern, that's the way you stitch. And I also added belt strap, and I also created a belt as usual. So for the drafting, cutting, stitching, please check my description box. I'll be dropping the link for you guys. I have done about 4 videos of this type of gown, same pattern, so I didn't want to like start from the measuring, cutting, you know. That's why I just focused on the different thing about that is on this gown, right? So please go and watch all those videos, and then thank you all for watching my video. If this video has been helpful in one way or the other, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, drop your comment. And I'm so sorry this video is not long, like I said earlier. Please check the description box. Bye guys.